Hello dear students, in this video we will be looking simultaneous estimation of drugs by UV spectroscopy. Simultaneously both the drugs can be estimated by UV spectroscopy. Most of the calculations we will learn in Excel. So like the video and subscribe the channel. In the first step, you need to prepare the solutions. So for that purpose, here we have taken the example of paracetamol and ibuprofen. So paracetamol is the first drug and ibuprofen is second one drug. So simultaneously we will estimate them. So firstly, weigh 100 milligram of standard substance of paracetamol. So it means that API. So for that purpose, firstly you should know the relation between milligram and microgram. So 1 milligram is equivalent to 1000 microgram. And we need this because we want to do calculations for a dilution, so we need to understand this relation. It means that 1 milligram raised to 10 raised to 3 microgram per ml. After that, dissolve 100 milligram of paracetamol in 100 ml of 0.1 normal NaOH solution. In some books it is given solvent here directly in water instead of 1.1 normal NaOH. You can refer IP for this 0.1 normal NaOH by simply dissolving 4 gram of an NaOH in 1000 ml of water. You can get this concentration of 0.1 normal NaOH. So 100 milligram it has been now dissolved in 100 ml. So concentration it becomes 1000 ppm or 1000 microgram per ml. ppm and microgram per ml both are same. So let us understand by calculation how it becomes 1000 microgram ml or ppm. Say 100 milligram we have dissolved in 100 ml of an solvent. It means that if we cut this 0 divide it becomes milligram per ml. So it means that 1 milligram per ml. Here it is not given anything, it means that 1 milligram per ml. So for our convenience we will say 1 milligram per ml. After that, now we need to convert this milligram per ml into microgram per ml. As we have seen the relation over here, 1 milligram it is equivalent to 1000 microgram. So now it will become 1000 microgram per ml. So milligram has been converted to an microgram, and microgram per ml and ppm, part per million, both are the same thing. After that, take above stock solution 10 ml and dilute up to 100 ml in 0.1 normal NaOH. So now it becomes 100 microgram per ml. It means 100 ppm. So we will see by calculations. See, we have we have taken 10 ml of an stock solution and we have dissolved in 100 ml. And the concentration we utilized, it was in 1000 microgram per ml or 1000 ppm. So multiply with the volume and you will get the answer, that is 100 microgram per ml. So this 100 and 10 of 10 and 10 of 1000 it will cut, and now it will remain 100 microgram per ml or 100 ppm solution. After that, now we will prepare the final aliquots. So these are the final solution of which we will take the reading on UV spectroscopy. So finally pipette out 0.1 ml, 1 ml, 1.5 ml, 2 ml and 2.5 ml from 100 ppm solution, means this above solution, and dilute up to 10 ml by 0.1 normal NaOH solution. So you need to make these solutions in volumetric flask of 10 ml and it will give a concentration 5 ppm, 10 ppm. So we will see by a calculation how it becomes 5. See, the volume what we have taken from a stock solution, it was 0.5 ml and we have dissolved in 10 ml. And the concentration whatever we have taken, it was an 100 microgram per ml or 100 ppm. And now if we do the calculation of it, so it becomes 5 microgram per ml or 5 ppm. After that, same calculation we will see for the second aliquot, that is of an 10 ppm. So 1 ml we have taken from a stock 2 and we have dissolved up to an 10 ml. And after that, the concentration we utilized, it was an 100 microgram per ml, and now it becomes 10 microgram per ml. So 10 it will cut from here and 10 from 100, and now it becomes 10 microgram per ml or 10 ppm. So in such way you have to prepare these 5 solutions of 5 ppm, 10 ppm, 15, 20, 25 respectively. So similar the procedure it will be for an ibuprofen. So second drug we have chosen here ibuprofen. Again weigh 100 milligram of substance of an ibuprofen. So you need to know a relation, that is 1 milligram is equivalent to 1000 microgram. So similarly, like paracetamol, dissolve 100 milligram of ibuprofen in 100 ml of 0.1 normal NaOH solution. So now it becomes 1000 microgram per ml or 1000 ppm solution. So by calculation we have seen that 100 milligram dissolved in 100 ml, it becomes milligram per ml. 100 will cut, this 100 will cut and remain milligram per ml. So it means that milligram per ml. And now if we convert into a microgram per ml, it becomes 1000 microgram per ml. It means 1000 ppm solution. After that, from above solution take 10 ml and dilute up to 100 ml with 0.1 normal NaOH solution, and we will get 100 ppm concentration. So 10 we have taken from stock 1 and we have dissolved in 100 ml, and the concentration we utilized it was in 1000. So now it becomes an 100 microgram per ml or 100 ppm. And finally similar way, pipette out 0.5 ml, 1 ml, 1.5 ml, 2 ml and 2.5 ml from this 100 ppm stock solution and dissolved in 0.1 normal NaOH. So by mistake it has come here para, it is actually an ibuprofen, and you need to prepare this in volumetric flask, and the concentration at the last it will be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 respectively. So 0.5 we have taken from the stock 2 and dissolved in 100 ml, and now it becomes the concentration whatever we have taken, it was an 100 microgram per ml, so it becomes 5 microgram per ml or 5 ppm solution. And similarly for 1 ml we have taken from stock 2 and dissolved in 10 ml, and concentration we utilize 100, so it becomes an 10 ppm solution or 10 microgram per ml solution. So this is how the solutions are being prepared. Now we will see the table what we require actually for simultaneous estimation. So before going to the table, we will see the lambda max. You take a higher concentration solution. Here the higher concentration solution it is 25. So you take that 25 ppm solution of ibuprofen and paracetamol and take the reading in UV for lambda max. So find out the lambda max, and you will get a paracetamol lambda max around 256 nanometer plus minus 2, and for ibuprofen whatever it will given by your machine. So you need to take that lambda max for further calculation. So it is not mandatory that you should copy this lambda max. So whatever it will be given by a machine, so please record it. So now I am in Microsoft Excel. So I put a table in Microsoft Excel. So here you can see serial number 1, 2, 3 and name of drug, that is paracetamol, ibuprofen and mixture. So we will come to the procedure of a mixture at the last. So here till here we have seen the concentration whatever we have prepared the aliquots, that is 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 for paracetamol and as well as an ibuprofen. So firstly you need to record the lambda max of both the drugs with an higher concentration. So here higher concentration is 25 ppm. So you take that 25 ppm of both the solutions or both the drugs, and you record the lambda max of both the solutions, and you will get this value 256. So whatever it will be given by the machine, you put that values of lambda max 1 and lambda max 2. Here it is 222 for an ibuprofen and 256 for an paracetamol. So what I have got, I have put these values of an lambda max. After that, put the absorbance. So whatever the absorbance you will get of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 at lambda max 1 and at lambda max 2. So these lambda max 1 and lambda max 2 you need to calculate for an solutions of an paracetamol only, and after that you need to calculate for ibuprofen similarly at lambda max 1 and lambda max 2. So don't confuse with this lambda max. You need to calculate at both the lambda absorbance at both the lambda max. After that you need to calculate an absorptivity. So the lambda max 256 and lambda max 222. So you need to calculate an absorptivity. For absorptivity, absorbance, it is divided by concentration. So here you can make the calculations, absorbance divided by an concentration. So I will show you how to make the calculations in an Excel. And after that you will get a mean of AX1 and AX2 as well as an AY1 and AY2. So directly you can calculate the means also and absorptivity with the help of an Excel. So I will show you some calculations. Before that, so what is the meaning of this AX1, AX2, AY1 and AY2? So we will see that, because in formula we will require these things. AX1, it means that absorptivity of paracetamol at lambda 1. So the value of AX1, it will come over here. After that, AX2, absorptivity of paracetamol at lambda 2. After that, absorptivity of ibuprofen at lambda 1, that is AY1, and after that AY2, that is absorptivity of ibuprofen at lambda 2. And A1 and A2, these are unknown concentration, so that will be coming from a mixture, or either you can write here unknown also, and they are been calculated at absorbance only, lambda max 1 and lambda max 2 respectively. So here there is no need to calculate the absorptivity for a mixture, so you need to calculate only the absorbance which is given by an UV. So you just write that absorbance of a mixture. Now I have got the readings from UV spectrophotometer, and so these are the readings for particular concentrations at lambda 1 and lambda 2. So now we need to calculate an absorptivity using Excel. So press sign equal to for that purpose, and the absorbance, right? So absorbance of line 1, so this click over here, D5. See this D5, it will error because it is in the D cell and at 5 number serial, and divided by, so put this sign using keyboard and divided by an concentration, and now press enter. So you will get the value of an absorptivity. For similar values you need there is no need to give an command again and again, so just scroll it, you will get the values. So these are the values that it automatically calculates. After that, for this lambda 2, again you need to press the sign equal to. After that, lambda 2 absorbance, that cell, that is E5, E and 5 number row, and divided by concentration. So put this sign of divided by and select the concentration cell and put enter, and now you will get the absorptivity values. Again scroll from over here and you will get all the values. After that, similar you do for an ibuprofen absorptivity, for at lambda 1 and lambda 2. So select the cell, divided by, and again divided by concentration. You will get the value after enter. By pressing the enter, you will get the value, and scroll it. After that, again equal to. After that, the value of ibuprofen at lambda 2 divided by concentration. Press enter, you will get the value, and after that again scroll it down, you will get all the values. For purpose of calculating an absorptivity mean, so you need to calculate an mean. So click on this block For the convenience purpose, see here the cell I have separated, that is F and G, because AX1 I need to explain you that how that AX1 comes, for what value. So I have separated or segregated that cells. Press equal to sign on an keyboard, you press average, average, so you will get this average over here. So press on that average and now select the cell from where you need an average, and after that press enter. So now you have got the value of AX1. Similar way for AX2, press equal to sign and AVE, average. So press on the average, select the cell and press enter. So now the values of AX2 they are ready. For similar way for AY1, press equal to, press average, select the cells and press enter. Similar way for AY2, press equal to, average, select the cells and press enter. So now you have got the values of AX1, AX2, AY1, AY2. So the respective meaning of these values, it is given over here. We need these values in case of an formula. So we will see further formula, but before that we need to understand this absorbance value for a mixture. So for this purpose, either teacher itself they will give this mixture or unknown concentration, or either you can prepare by your own also if teacher permits. So how it has been prepared, so I will explain it. Analysis of tablet formulation. So I have taken one of the famous combination of paracetamol and ibuprofen, that is paracetamol. It contains 500 milligrams and 325 milligram of an ibuprofen. So firstly accurately weigh 20 tablets of a marketed formulation, and after that calculate the average weight. So we will see in Excel how to calculate the average weight. After that weigh accurately 100 milligram of an paracetamol. So I will explain you how to weigh an 100 milligram of an equivalent weight of an paracetamol from a formulation. After that dissolve this 100 milligram equivalent weight of an paracetamol. So here you need to note this, it is an equivalent weight, and I will explain it how to take that equivalent weight. After that it gives a concentration of 1000 microgram per ml or 1000 ppm. So from that you prepare 100 ppm solution, and after that filter through an Whatman filter paper number 41, but don't adjust the volume. If you try to adjust the volume, it will create the problems with an concentration. And after that finally pipette out 2 ml of a solution and dilute with an 0.1 normal NaOH up to 10 ml, and the concentration whatever you will get, it will be 10 ppm paracetamol and 13 ppm ibuprofen. So how it comes, I will explain you from this equivalent weight in Excel. I have taken the weight of 20 tablets. So these are the weights of a tablet. So I have taken 20 tablets, and for your convenience to zoom it, I have put this graph in this table in such way. After that you can take average of it. So press equal to sign and after that type average and select the cell. So while selecting the cell, you may face the problem over here that all the cells cannot be selected from both the columns. So for this purpose you can make a table in one line, and you can do it, or either you can select the cell and press a control for it. By pressing a control you will get the value. Put a enter and you will get the value. So the average weight, it is now this. Now we have to calculate equivalent weight of the tablet. So equivalent weight up to 100 milligram of an paracetamol. This 1003.5, it is an average weight, and this average weight it contains 500 milligram paracetamol plus 325 gram of an ibuprofen, and remaining from this 1003 milligram it is excipient. Remaining these are excipients. So now we have to calculate equivalent weight of 100 milligram of an paracetamol. So press equal to, after that 100 milligram we have to calculate, and after that shift plus star. You press star, so star it indicates multiplication. So multiplied by this weight, average weight, and divided by 500, because 500, why we are taking 500, that paracetamol in the given tablet it is 500 milligram, so we are taking the 500. Press enter, you will get equivalent weight. So we have seen in case of an procedure that we have to take 100 milligram of an paracetamol equivalent weight. So 100 milligram equivalent weight, it means that 200.7 milligram of an equivalent 200.7 milligram of an powder weight we have to take for an dilution. So please note it carefully, this weight you have to take. Now I have got absorbance of mixture, that is A1 at lambda max 256 and of A2 at lambda max 222. So these are the two absorbance, A1 and A2. After that we need to calculate concentration of paracetamol and concentration of an ibuprofen. So these are the formulas for calculating concentration of paracetamol and concentration of an ibuprofen. A2 into AY1 minus A1 into AY2 divided by AX2 into AY1 minus AX1 into AY2, and respectively similar for an ibuprofen. So CX it indicate concentration of paracetamol, and CY it indicate concentration of an ibuprofen, and whatever the value we will get, so that will come in ppm or part per million or microgram per ml. So now let us formulate the formula. So intentionally I wrote this A1 and A2 in the different cell because I will require it for a calculation. So press equal to, and now we will make this formula in this cell. So after pressing equal to, so see the value of A2. Before making the value of an A2, make a bracket. So make a double bracket. I will explain why double bracket it is needed. And the value of A2, select the cell, into. So press star, shift and star on your keyboard. So after that, a value of AY1. So here it's a value of AY1 into, complete the bracket and again minus it. Again put a bracket for these values now. A1. So select on the cell A1 into, press shift and star on your keyboard, and the value of AY2. So value of AY2 we will put. Now complete the bracket and complete the bracket 2 times, right? So do in a similar fashion only. If you are doing in any another way, the calculations will be wrong. So I put a double bracket because here I need to simplify these two values. So I have put 2 brackets, and after that divided by. So for divided by, press the sign. After that, now we need to put these values. So again press for a double bracket. So the first value, that is AX2. So let's select that cell AX2 into AY1. So now let press AY1. So again complete the bracket minus AX1. So before that put a bracket again, AX1 into AY2. Put a bracket and one more bracket and just press enter. So this is the value that we have got, 23.67 ppm concentration of paracetamol we have got. Now in similar way we will find out the concentration for an ibuprofen. So again press equal to, again put a double bracket, A1. So let's select the A1 into that is AX2. Now select the cell AX2, bracket, put a minus sign, after that A2, before that bracket, into AX2, sorry, AX1, again double bracket, divided by. So here also you can see these are the cells which are been shown. See, like G10, right? So we have taken the value of G10 for AX1, right? So you can see the column of G and row of 10. So that is why it is showing G10. Again put a double bracket, AX2, select the value of AX2, into AY1. So press on AY1 cell, complete the bracket, minus, after that AX1, before that put a bracket, AX1 I have selected now, into AY2. So press double bracket and you have got the value of an ibuprofen. So as per the label claim, actually paracetamol it was 20 ppm and ibuprofen it was 13 ppm almost, but the values we have got from a calculation. So these are the values what I have got through an experiment. So this is how you can do the calculations in Excel very simply. If you are having any kind of a problem, you can comment in a comment box. I will try to resolve it.